Hey people, this your girl, Little Lady Carter, Miss Dean if you're nasty. And thank you for tuning in. I'm going to show you guys how I make this skirt and top kind of thingy out of a old 3X large polo or button down or whatever you want to call it. I got it from the thrift store for $2. Okay, so this is how I start. I start by laying it out, and this is a dress that I like the shape of the bottom of it. I love the way the bottom of this dress fits. It's like a circle skirt pattern. So I take it and line it up with the bottom of the shirt, and make sure you line this up good. Of course, it's not going to be a full circle outfit because it's not going to be as full as the circle skirt because it's not as wide as the circle skirt, but that's why I'm stretching it out as far as I can so I can have as much volume in the skirt as possible. First, I'm going to cut a straight line across, because I want to make sure that the top half is still going to be able to wear as a jacket or a top or whatever. And I'm using about maybe like an inch seam allowance for sewing. So then I'm going to cut out the shape. The top I'm pretty much going to leave the way it is, but I'm definitely got to make sure I cut out the sides so that I can have an accurate side. Like I said, see, now this is the shape you're going to end up with, and I have to flip it inside out so that I can pin it. So now it's flipped inside out. Make sure everything is lined up, even though the shirt is inside out, so you can see the tag over here on the side. This is me just lining it up with everything, making sure everything is lined up and good before I start to pin. And this is me playing around with a couple of pieces of fabric to make a band at the top. You don't really have to make a band at the top, but if you don't want to raw in, you can make a band. So here I am just pinning the sides of the shirt that I've already cut. I'm sitting here just pinning them up, so when I go to the sewing machine, it'll be easier to stitch. And now I'm going to pin the other side the same way. I like to position my pins so that as I'm sewing, I can just pull the pins out from the bottom and just keep sewing. So, but you know, however you like to put your pins is really up to you. I just like doing them this way so that way I don't have to worry about them being in the wrong way. And this is what the bottom of the shirt looks like. I mean, the top of the shirt looks like. And like I said, you can either stitch the bottom of it, but you really don't have to. Now I'm taking everything to the sewing machine and just getting my sewing machine together. And I'm gonna sew a I'm using a straight stitch because straight stitches are normally a little stronger for me, and so I'm just gonna use a straight stitch and go along the edges of the shirt that sorry, I'm trying to get my camera right, but so I'm gonna use a straight stitch and go along all the edges except for the top. You can fold that over and do a seam or I guess it would be a hem or a seam, whatever you want to call it. But I'm not gonna sew those two pieces together. So yeah, see how I have my pins facing the needle, so that way I can just pull them out from the bottom and keep going. All right, I hope you guys like it.
Thank you for tuning in. Make sure you subscribe, share this with your friends. Watch, share, repeat. Little Lady Carter, Miss D.